Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Golden Bears will kick it away first. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. To the air on first down. He's going to take a shot. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive in this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. The quick out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run the option. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Clemson is quick to the line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run the screen. Nice move to keep running. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quick completion on the out. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. He will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Right on the money. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Forced out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. And he's still running after the move. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. And when I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the 1st down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today. 1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, He's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapted. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in a third down situation, knowing exactly where the first down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He was very smart. He got out.
Touchdown, Golden Bears! Fitted in the window for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Marshall is ahead right now in Huntington, but that's not exactly Randy Moss out there controlling this game. Things are a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Texas State. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've...
He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Bunch formation for these receivers. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. This one's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Pocket breaking down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. We thought we might see some of this. He'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it on the run. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. These corners going to give them some space. Steps away. Keeps it and gets the 1st down. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Fires to the big fella. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on 3rd down. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and
going for it all. And he took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, the ground game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they go back on top. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Now looking for that first down on third and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Gideon. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. He's got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
24, Clemson, 14.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Clemson jumps to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do it.
Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're looking to throw on second and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Matt. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Trying to barrel in. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. This is a money play on third and goal. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gideon. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to an open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
And you got to be so careful on defense trying to cover this game breaker in the slot. He's got speed, and he'll run double moves. He is a threat to go downtown and take the top off your defense.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Golden Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UMass has had almost no answers today, and when they have had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Amherst.
Looking to throw on first down.
They're trailing by 28 to BYU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you can tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Clemson is quick to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking for space to the left. Breaks into the open. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Quickly to the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Using the quick game. There he goes. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. They're trying to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab on the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab at the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Touchdown, Clemson! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. First down. That's caught. It's Gideon. Finds a crease at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He wants a big play here late. Pulls it in down the sideline. It's a seam wide open. Steps out of bounds. He's all the way down to the 13-yard line, and they are in scoring territory. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. This time it's complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They'll try to run for it. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Onto the field. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the 4th quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a 2-possession game.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that.